What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AUTOBAHN. My name is Max, and today we are taking a look at the all-new BRABUS 930 package for the Mercedes AMG S63 E-Performance. So the 800 horsepower version of the S63 has gotten a little bit of a power increase through a BRABUS package. So this car is courtesy of Thijs Timmermans. It is also for sale over there, so if you're interested, go check it out. Thijs Timmermans is selling a lot of these S63s, and he's also selling a lot of these BRABUS 930 packages because it is a relatively easy way to gain a little bit of power. I mean, it's already a very powerful car, but BRABUS of course also offer a lot of other personalization and customization on these cars. I'll try to highlight a couple things you can get over there and a few things that this car has, and after that we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So this car is graphite gray magno, so it's a really dark gray matte paint finish. Very nice spec. This car has basically every option available. It also has these dark chrome accents for the S63. You get the Panamericana grille. We've made a review of the stock S63 E-Performance. Check that out if you want to learn a lot about it. I do go in depth a bit more in that video, but do stay here if you want to learn more about the BRABUS side of things. So if you want, you can get at BRABUS a carbon fiber intake here, which kind of replaces the left and right parts of the grille, which looks very cool. You get this carbon fiber bit here from AMG, which is nice. A little bit of a splitter down there. Beautiful new lights. I mean, the new S-Class is a gorgeous car to begin with, I think. So yeah, it's a good starting point. Then we've got this BRABUS wheel. This is the monoblock Z design, and it is a 22-inch wheel. This is the Platinum edition, as you can see, and it is a beautiful wheel for the S-Class. Behind that, carbon ceramic brakes by AMG. We've got air suspension, of course, and these Continental Sport Contact 7 tires. Little BRABUS logo there underneath the E-Performance badge from AMG. And we've got 295 tires at the rear. Let's check out the front size. 265 at the front. So a lot of rubber to keep this thing in check. At the rear we've got a little carbon lower part of the bumper there and a stock exhaust. You can also get a BRABUS exhaust, of course, with carbon tips and anything you want, basically. BRABUS logo 930 there. And let's take a look at the engine. So this is the 4-liter V8 bi-turbo, 612 horsepower, 900 newton meters of torque. But because this is an E-Performance, you gain 190 horsepower, 320 newton meters. Add that up and magically you have 802 horsepower and 1430 newton meters of torque, which is just ridiculous. But if you add this BRABUS 930 package, you get another boost in power. So 930 horsepower, 1510 newton meters of torque, which is quite ridiculous. So as you might know, this is a P3 hybrid, so that means that you have a unit on top of the rear axle, basically, with a differential and a 2-speed gearbox and an electric motor integrated on top of that rear axle. So you have torque vectoring, but you can also send power to the front wheels with that electric motor. So it is a super smart system, but it's been developed mainly as a performance increase idea. So it's not really meant to be super efficient, or it's not meant to do like longer distances with e-power. I think it's like 33 kilometers electric. It's really meant to support the V8 and to make this the most capable performance saloon in its class. And of course the BRABUS part adds to that. Now you can also go nuts with BRABUS stuff on the interior. You can even get carbon fiber pedals, you can get aluminium pedals, floor mats, leather upgrades. You can go you know, one color leather for the entire car, like turquoise or something like that if you're nuts. So that is really cool. But this particular one has a beautiful carbon fiber steering wheel with Alcantara, carbon fiber trim. You have all the ambi light, as you can see, the ambient lighting integrated, really nice. And you have a little red edge around the seat belt, which I think is a very smart thing. You can always find that. I think that's a cool touch. All right, so let's see what the BRABUS part is all about. We'll go to Sport Plus, and as you can see, that means that everything is in the most sporty setting, and we can also hit that to go to manual, but you can also do that on the steering wheel, as you might know. So here we go. It is a very fast car, this, and it is already a very fast car when it's stock. And this BRABUS package, it definitely adds a bit more boost, and because they haven't been able to crack the ECUs yet, this is a power box, so it just adds power to the internal combustion engine, to the V8. They don't mess with the electronics or anything like that. It is just a power pump for the V8, which is nice. And oh man, the thing is so torquey. It just goes. It doesn't really matter in which gear you are, which is the case with the stock car, but this BRABUS is noticeably faster. So, little pull away. Oh. Very aggressive shifts as well. And you can feel that slight pause in the shift, which I really like. I love that they've done that, because it just means that you feel the gear shift, which is great. That's the thing about this car. In comfort mode, it is super comfy, really quite amazing. It's called active roll bars and stuff like that. And they can also disconnect the anti-roll bars, so that when you drive straight or in comfort mode, they just disconnect, and then you have a much more comfortable car. And then you put everything in Sport Plus and it connects, and it's called active roll stabilization, active anti-roll bars. It's got the air suspension, it's got rear wheel steering. I mean, it's got a whole host of electronics to keep this 2600 kilo car in check. 0 to 100, 3.2 seconds for this BRABUS version, 3.3 for the stock car. So that is also a nice little increase. Top speed of the BRABUS 930 is still 290 kilometers an hour limited. As I said, they've not been able to get into the ECU of the car, or to crack the computer that houses the speed limiter. So yeah, the stock car has a 290 kilometers an hour limiter, and so does this. And well, we'll find out what it does on the way to 290 kilometers an hour on the Autobahn. Right now. Right now. No. Right now. Whoa. So, as I said, it doesn't really matter what gear you're in, but that also goes for the speed. It just takes off. So that's the first limiter, normally 250 kilometers an hour, and you can choose to have that raised to 290. Which, as I said, this car has a lot of options, so it also has that. And luckily you have those ceramic brakes as well, which is nice with such a big heavy car and this high of a top speed. So 100 to 200, of course we measured that as well. Stock car we did 7.5 seconds, 100 to 200, and with this BRABUS we did 6.8. So that's 0.7 of a second faster, 100 to 200, which is significant. So back to comfort mode, because this fan won't go right, and you immediately feel the car relaxing. The seat bolstering also relaxes, the air suspension raises, everything just turns into cruise mode. It is one of the most like two-faced cars you can buy today. this S63. Back to Sport Plus. It's still super comfy in Sport Plus, don't get me wrong. It's just you feel that everything tightens up a little bit. So here we go. Oh, that is a quick car. So because you have that transmission, that 2-speed transmission at the rear axle, it is able to keep that electric power going even at higher speeds. Normally the power goes down a little bit when you reach higher speeds, which means that you don't have that full power and torque available, you know, until the top speed. With this, however, because you have that 2-speed gearbox, it shifts gear basically, and it keeps delivering that power for much longer. Oh. It also charges up the battery really quickly. So now I let off the throttle at 260, touch the brakes, and you can actually see that you start charging up the battery really quickly. That's also a benefit of this system. It's got really clever batteries that have direct cooling, so cooling liquid going through the cells to keep everything cool, which means that you can use it more often and it doesn't overheat as quickly. And that means that you can keep extracting this BRABUS power from it without it getting hot or complaining about it. So that's the top speed, 290. Have to brake here. And then that's the border as well. So that is it for this review. As I said, this car is available at Thijs Timmermans. He always has some beautiful S-classes available, especially these new ones. He usually also has a couple of these BRABUS packages available, so if you already have an S-Class and you want this package, go check out Thijs Timmermans. That is a beautiful Mustang. Nice, bro. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video, this playlist, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.